Intimacy is the heartbeat of any relationship. But if you've ever felt like you and your partner are more like roommates than lovers, you're not alone. Over time, many couples experience a decline in intimacy, not just physically, but emotionally too. The problem is, most people don't even notice it happening until the spark has already faded. In this video, we're going to talk about the 5 biggest intimacy killers in relationships, and most importantly, how to avoid them. Intimacy is about more than just sex. It's about feeling emotionally close, connected, and genuinely understood by your partner. Studies show that couples who maintain emotional intimacy report much higher relationship satisfaction. But when intimacy starts to fade, couples can feel disconnected, even if they're still physically together. But here's the good news: intimacy can be rebuilt. The first step is recognizing what's getting in the way. So let's dive into the 5 biggest intimacy killers and what you can do about them. 1. Lack of emotional connection. Emotional connection is the foundation of true intimacy. Without it, physical intimacy can feel transactional, more like a routine than a meaningful connection. And this often happens when all your conversations are about logistics, bills, groceries, chores, instead of how you're both really feeling. So how can you rebuild this connection? Make time for daily meaningful conversations, even just 10 minutes. Instead of talking about responsibilities, ask open-ended questions like, what's something that made you happy today, or what's been on your mind? Apps like Paired can help with fun daily questions and guided check-ins. 2. Not prioritizing quality time. If you've ever felt like you barely spend time with your partner, you're not alone, especially if you have kids. A survey from Parent Data found that parents of infants experience the lowest levels of sexual frequency. But even without kids, work, chores, and daily stress can push quality time to the back burner. To fix this, schedule protected couple time. Research from the National Marriage Project shows that couples who have at least one date night per week report higher levels of passion and emotional connection. Even small changes, like swapping a TV night for a cuddle night, can make a big difference. 3. One-sided mental load. Constant criticism often happens because one partner is carrying the entire mental load, managing the house, the relationship, and remembering every little detail. This creates resentment because it no longer feels like a partnership, but a solo job. And when a relationship feels unbalanced, intimacy is usually the first thing to suffer. To fix this, talk with your partner about full ownership versus delegation. Don't just ask for help when you're overwhelmed. Instead, discuss which responsibilities each of you will fully handle. This method, inspired by Eve Brodsky's Fair Play system, ensures both partners feel like a team. 4. Lack of physical affection outside the bedroom. Physical touch is one of the simplest ways to maintain intimacy, but it's often overlooked. When couples stop holding hands, hugging, or giving each other spontaneous kisses, intimacy can start to feel like a chore. To change this, reintroduce small, casual touches throughout your day: a hug in the morning, a kiss before bed, or holding hands while watching TV. The Gottman Institute's 6-second kiss rule suggests that holding a kiss for at least 6 seconds daily can release oxytocin and strengthen your bond. 5. Constant criticism or nagging. This is one of the most common intimacy killers: constant criticism or nagging. This happens when one partner keeps pointing out what the other is doing wrong. And while it's often labeled as nagging, it usually comes from a place of frustration. When one person is constantly criticized, it creates a parent-child dynamic. One partner micromanages while the other withdraws. So, how do you fix it? Try a gentler, more request-focused approach. For example, instead of saying, "You never help with dinner," try, "I really appreciate it when you help with dinner." Could we make that a regular thing? Research from the Gottman Institute shows that couples who phrase requests positively are more likely to stay connected long-term. If you want to keep intimacy alive in your relationship, remember these 5 key points. Prioritize emotional connection. Have daily meaningful conversations. Make quality time a priority. Even small changes count. Share the mental load. Make it a partnership, not a solo job. Reintroduce physical affection. Small gestures make a big difference. Ditch constant criticism. Replace it with appreciation. Intimacy doesn't disappear overnight. It fades when couples stop prioritizing connection. But the good news is, you can change it. Now tell me in the comments, what's one thing you and your partner do to stay connected? Let's share ideas. If you found this helpful, don't forget to like this video, subscribe for more relationship insights. See you in the next one.